Okay, hello students. This is one of the problem that I missed. This is on lesson number 7.5 using half angle formulae and then double angle formulae and compound angles. You are going to figure out what is the general solution of this equation. So the first step is I'll go straight away. So the first step is solve for cosine 3 theta. So multiply cosine 3 theta. So this, that's right. I can start it. So you multiply square root of 3 divided by 2, both sides, that is square root of 3 divided by 2. So you end up getting this crosses out. This and this, so you get left with cosine 3 theta. And cosine 3 theta, what you get is a positive. So the question is, which quadrant is cosine positive? So if you have a unit circle, can you clearly see that cosine is root 3 by 2 for the angle pi by 6. So if I draw this, so this is pi by 6. So one of the angle is pi by 6, that is cosine, because this is the definition of cosine is x, that is root 3 by 2, and I don't want to write the other one, so this is so one of the angle is, so I'm going to write here, so the two answers here is first and the second. The first part is the first quadrant, and the second is the fourth quadrant. So if it is the first quadrant, we say, okay, this 3 theta equals pi by 6, 30 degrees, because cosine of 30 degrees is cosine 30 degrees is root 3 by 2. It's positive. So dividing by 3 both sides, so this will be theta becomes equals pi by 18. So the main angle is the pi by 18. But question is, the general solution now is, so the general solution is, remember it is pi by 18, so this theta is pi by 18 plus, and also you have to see what is the period of this function. Now this part, if you see what is the period, so for that, the period for this is, t is 2 pi, the regular cosine function is 2 pi, and if the coefficient here is 3, so you divide by 3. So what this means is pi by 3 is 60, that every 120 degrees the cycle repeats. So if it is pi by 18, what we do is you have to multiply. So 2 pi, so the period is 2 pi by 3, so you add 2 pi by 3 and then times k. K is any integer. That's the general solution for the first one. Now, then let's do for the second, in the fourth quadrant. So basically this means every time k is 1, 2, 3, so you just go on adding 2 pi by 3, 4 pi by 3, 4 pi by 3. So it depends on whatever that number, you get the answer. But then if it is the fourth quadrant, so the fourth quadrant will be this one, other way around. So pi by 6, you can think of how many pi by 6 do I have to go all around here. One is by visuals, you know very clear. The whole round is there are 12 pi by 6. So it is 1 pi by 6, 2 pi by 6, 3 pi by 6, 4 pi by 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 pi by. So this is 11 pi. So this is 11 pi by 6. So there also it is going to be positive. So 11 pi by 6. Or you can also do, because until here is 2 pi. So if you know this one in the first quadrant, in the fourth quadrant it is 2 pi. So instead of going this way, which is 11 pi by 3, you want to do all this, or you can just say, okay, from 2 pi you take away pi by 6. So you want to know how much is this. I mean, to know this, you have to take out this part, which is also 11 pi by 6. So from 2 pi, you take away pi by 6. So this pi by 6 you take away, and you can see if you multiply 6 and 6 you get 12, and you can get 6 times 2 is 12, minus 1 is 11 pi by 6. So this one we say, okay, theta is 11 pi by 6. 3 theta is 11 pi by 6 because the angle here is 3 theta, and then divide by 3, the theta is 11 pi by 18. Okay, then the general solution therefore is, this 11 pi by 18, and then because the period of this function is 2 pi by 3, so you write 2 pi by 3k, where k is an integer, and you are done. So this is the first part of the question, is find the solution, general solution. The second question is, what is the solution in 0 to 360, or instead of 360 you write it 2 pi. So how do we find that one? So what we do that for this is go on adding. So if this is the first one, this is already done. So all you do is you add this theta. So the second one, this is the first one. So the next one is pi by 18. You add one of this 2 pi by 3 and see what you get. 2 pi by 3, and that will be, you want to get 18, so multiply 6 and 6. That will be 2 times 6 is 12, and there's 1, so that become 13 pi by 18. Also, the next one I can think of is, so this is one of the answers. This is the first one. The second one, the next one is theta is the same 13 pi by 18. You add another 2 pi by 3. So when you do that and you multiply 6 and 6 this way, this is 2 times 6, 12. Every time 12 pi to that one. So 12 and 13 gives you 25 pi by 18. That's another one. And the last one, theta, is also okay. So 25 pi. So basically you are adding 2 times 6, 12 pi every time. So let's do directly. So this 25 pi 18 plus, instead of saying 2 pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3, what is 2 pi by 3, and you multiply by 6, becomes 12 pi by 18. So you're just adding 12 pi by 18 and you get the answer 25 plus, you get this is 37 pi by 18. Clearly this 18 this is 18 is 36. This is greater than 36 pi divided by 18, which is 2 pi. And you cannot have a number, an angle which is greater than 2 pi. So we can't take that. So this is out. Now, so this is taken care of the first part. Now we need to do also for this one. So theta here was, let me write here, theta was 11 pi by 18, right? So the next one will be theta is 11 pi over 18, and you just add this 12 pi by 18. So that will give you 12 plus 11 is 23 pi by 18, correct? And then next one you do is, okay, 23 pi by 18, you add another 12 pi by 18. So why do we add it? Because it repeats. And I'm going to show you also geometrically what it means. So this becomes 34 pi by 18. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. So this was 11 pi by 18, and you're adding 2 pi by 3, 6, 6, that is 6 to the 12, 12 by 18, so 18, 12, and this become 10, 23, correct? 23 plus, this is, so that's a mistake, 20, and this becomes 34, right? The next one is this 34 pi by 18, you add 12 pi by 18, which is 30, 40, 40, and 46. Sorry, yeah, 46 pi by 18. And you can say this is greater than 2 pi, because 18 this goes more, 18 is 36 in this part. So this is this is greater than 36 pi over 18, which is, this part is 2 pi. So you have to have an answer which is, I feel there is something I'm making a mistake. Let me check anything I'm gonna miss here. So this was 3 theta, 11 pi by 6. I got 11 pi by 18. And 11 pi by 18 is this one. And then I'm gonna add 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 is multiply 6, you get 12 pi by 18, and I add 12, then 23, correct? Then 23 plus 12 is 34 pi, correct? That's it. So the question is, these are the answers: 1, 2, and the third one is this one. Okay, so the question is, how do we show this on your work is done. One thing is general solution, and another one you have so many answers. So you have 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. How do we show this on the? So what I did is I try to make it will have geometrical understanding of this. So you see this graph. So here, okay, so the main graph of cosine, what is the cosine, the regular graph? Cosine of theta is the graph, this one, the red one is, this is the red graph, which this one has a period 2 pi, okay, and you can see that's the graph for cosine. But cosine 3 theta, this one, the period here is 2 pi by 3. So what I did is I try to split this 2 pi into 12 parts, which means this is pi by 6, see this is pi by 6, this is pi by 3. So every 4 parts is 2 pi by 3, so this is 2 pi by 3, so this is 2 pi by 3. And again every 4 pi by 6 parts, this becomes another 2 pi by 3, and you have another 2 pi by 3. So there are 3 of them, 1, 2, 3 pi by 3. So every 4 pi by 6 makes 2 pi by 3. It means you have the 3 of the green graph. So this is the green graph. So there are 3 cycles that fit the original. So this is one cycle, then you have another cycle, and then we have 3 cycles. So 1, 2, and 3 green graphs fit in the one red graph. Then the question was, if you see, the question was, when is this equal to, you want to know in the 0 to 180, 360 degrees is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is 1.7. If you try to research 0.86 and something. So if this is 0.5, this is like 0.8. So I can draw a graph, not black color, this way. I want to see what is exactly happening here. You can clearly see. So this point where the graph, so we want to know where, this is the first point, see. This is where it is, so the way I've drawn is not correct, but anyway, this is that pi by 6, so this part, this is not pi, this is 11, you see, this part, pi by 18, so the first one is 11, pi by 18 is pi by 18, and then from this point to this point, sorry, not this, from this point to this point, there is a cycle. See, this part to this is the point 13 pi by 18. So this is where you have 13 pi by 18. And then you have the next one is 25 pi by 18. So from here to here, this is 25 pi by 18. So those are the 3 points. But then also you have the other one is starts with 11 pi by 18. Now where is this 11 by 18? I'm going to use blue marker. So 11 pi by 18. So this one goes here and meets here. This is 11 pi by 18. Then again, So this one, it goes this way and then meets here. This becomes the next one is 34 pi by 18. Sorry, 23 pi by 18. So this is 23. So not this one. This one. I made a slight mistake. So the 11 pi by 18 is done. Then it's 23 pi by 18. So this one, it goes this. So this one. So this point is 11 pi by 18, then yeah, correct. Then this one, so 11 pi by 18 is 23 pi by 18. So this is 23 pi by 18. So 23 pi over 18. And then there is another one. This one then goes, where I'm making some mistakes I'm making. Well, let's see what I'm doing is, yeah. So 11 pi by 18 is the first one. Then comes 23 pi by 18. This one is 23 pi by 18. And then again you have another point here. So that part is the last one, which is 34 pi by 18. So this is 34 pi over 18. So all six angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one, let me see which one I missed here. Level. This was pi by 18. That was pi by 18. Then what was 13 pi by 18, which I missed here. This is 13 pi by 18. Okay, so again I repeat. So if this is pi by 18, so then it goes this way, and then it comes back right here. That's 13 pi by, and then again it goes, and then it becomes 25 pi by 18. So this takes care of the starting angle was pi by 18. But then the second one is this 11 pi by 18. So when it goes, this goes become 23 pi by 18, and then again goes this way, become 34 pi by 18. Hope that helps. So these are all your solution from 0 to 2 pi. Anyway, I have confused you in between, but I hope I made sense to you. So one is just doing manual work, but then you also should understand what's going on is there's a red graph, which is cosine graph. There is a cosine 3 theta, which is 3 cycles of cosine fit in one cycle of cosine, and then you can see clearly which are the points they will do. You have two main points is 11 pi by 18 and 11 pi by 18. Based on these two things, you go on adding 2 pi by 3. So you add 2 pi by 3, this, you get this number. You add 2 pi by 3, you get that number. Then you pick the 11 pi by 18. So you add 11 pi by 18 to 2 pi by 3, because every time its cycle is the same. So from here it jumps here, and from here. So I got confused is because the way this was graph was not nice. So it was like a straight line. I was saying, where is this graph? Something like maybe. So maybe like this. Maybe this would be better to show that point. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope that helps. Get ready for the finals.